Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Nirav Shah. I'm the director of the state of Maine's Center for Disease Control and Prevention. And I'd like to start today's briefing with some happy news. You are all graduating. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Throughout your years of school, you've probably heard a lot from educators, counselors, mentors, about responsibility. The journey from kindergarten to this point in your life has been a process of taking greater responsibility for your actions, for your decisions, for your personal safety, and of course, for your own health. But just as now, when you've reached this point of time in your life, when you can exercise greater responsibility over your own lives, we got hit with the COVID-19 pandemic, which has forced all of us, including each of you, to think completely differently about what it means to act responsibly. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the sacrifices that each of you has had to make. You missed out on spring sports, your after-school clubs, outings, all the other activities that you would have normally enjoyed. They've all been canceled. You've entered a world of distance learning, homeschooling, probably even your prom had to go virtual. You guys have given up a lot, and I thank you for that. You've had to be the star of virtual photo shoots and in your caps and gowns, and you've had John Krasinski and even the Tiger King in your own backgrounds. With or without face coverings, you've had to contend with a lot just over the past 5 months. You've hosted in and participated in Zoom and Facebook Live parties and game nights with your families just in order to stay apart from your friends. Those are difficult things to do. And I want you to know that we recognize that you've had to do those things, and we recognize that you have done those things. You've had to find new ways to carry on long-standing traditions that previous classes in your positions took for granted. And so I'd like to thank you for having done your part to help us in the public health community get our hands around what's going on with this epidemic. Please know that by staying inside and by giving up all of those things that previous classes took for granted, you have helped us do our jobs, which is to try to tamp down on this global pandemic. And just in case you're not sure whether doing so made a difference, please know that by staying inside and heeding our call to inaction, you've helped keep our case numbers in Maine as low as possible. Your sacrifices have helped us keep those numbers low and have probably saved the lives of a lot of people across the state. And so I'd like to personally thank you for that. Thank you for your ingenuity in finding ways to continue your education, for your creativeness in staying inside while remaining entertained, and for the imaginative, healthy, and responsible ways that you've marked this rite of passage today. Some of you are going to be jumping right into the workforce, entering fields of service, or perhaps the armed forces that will provide for necessary supports for the rest of all of us in society. I've also watched as many of you, virtually, of course, open that envelope from the college of your choice and celebrate the news that you got. Whatever your next steps are on your next pathway in your lives, and please don't rule out a career in public health, each and every one of you have had an experience that will prepare you for the future, an experience that no graduating class in the past 102 years has ever had, and let's hope it's one that no graduating class for well over the next 100+ years will have to have as well. You have given your families, your teachers, your community members, and me, and everyone else in this state, so much hope for our collective future. Watching you face the challenges that you've had over the past 6 months has given all of us across the state a great and immense amount, not just of pride, but of hope. We know that because of the resilience that you've generated over the past 6 months, dealing with coronavirus and helping us navigate COVID-19 in the state, we know that because of that, you will handle the future crises that you will most definitely be facing with that same degree of ingenuity, creativity, humanity, and of course, strength that will serve each and every one of you so well in the future. And for that, all of us across the state of Maine are incredibly proud of you. But more importantly, you should be proud of yourselves. All too commonly these days, it's said that young people don't know what they're up to, and they can't deal with life's challenges in a way that previous generations could. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's just not the case. Watching the way that each and every one of you have grappled with, navigated, and come out on top of the COVID-19 situation has made me proud to be someone who lives in the state of Maine, and I hope it makes each and every one of you proud as well. Because the ingenuity, the resilience, the grit that you have demonstrated has been nothing short of spectacular. And so for that, in addition to your congratulations for graduating from high school, I also congratulate you for being a part of the solution to the COVID-19 crisis in Maine. Thank you so much, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2020. You guys got this. Take care.